from this computer. All right, welcome to today's training on Master Meal Prep. Simplify your nutrition and see real results. Now check it out. I want you to take a moment and just imagine waking up each and every morning with your meals ready to go. It's saving you time, reducing stress, and ensuring that you're staying on track with your health goals. Meal prepping is a secret weapon for busy moms who want energy, more time with their kids, and more confidence in their eating habits. Learning how to meal prep will be a game changer for everybody in their fitness and health journey. It's going to save you time. It's going to save you money. It's going to reduce stress. It's just going to make life so much easier. There we go. All right, cool. So first off, why do you want to meal prep? First off, it saves time. You spend less time in the kitchen during the week if you meal prep. And we'll break that down further into this training, but you will spend less time throughout the week in the kitchen if you meal prep ahead of time. It creates consistency, right? So meal prep leads to better results. Consistency is the key to anything. You don't get results overnight. You get them by consistently doing the right things. And as you do the right things over time, you see results. You control your nutrition. This is so important because you're able to manage your portions, manage your calories, and properly fuel your body. You are now in control of what you eat. You're also in control of what results you get. And then you're going to reduce stress, right? This is going to eliminate decision fatigue and unhealthy snacking. When you're stressed out, you don't think properly. And when we get stressed, we don't think about the next move and how it's going to benefit us. We think about the next move and how we just need to make it happen. I don't know who's calling me. Not now. That just messed my whole thing up. That was annoying. All right, so what the fuck? Excuse me, guys. Someone's harassing me while I'm trying to do my job here. I'm gonna find out who's just called me up. Hold on. We're gonna block whoever the hell this is. Just got blocked. I don't even know. I don't even have time for that right now. I apologize, but that's part of life. Shit happens, right? Ophelia, you can join us live. Come join us live instead of on Instagram, Ophelia. Come on. All right, so back to this, right? So meal prep is going to save you time, going to create consistency, it's going to control your nutrition, and it's going to reduce stress. Now, here's a step-by-step meal prep strategy for you. First off, set a time. Choose 1 or 2 days to meal prep for the week. I prefer Sunday is a great day to meal prep, and then Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how many meals you've made. Sometimes when I have a really busy week, because on Wednesday nights, I teach at the karate school, I don't get home until like 9 o'clock, 9:30 actually. So what I try to do is Wednesdays, I prep some of my stuff. Thursdays, I prep the rest, and I put it all together, right? And when I put it all together on Thursday, it gives me meals for Thursdays. I make enough meals to last till Thursday morning, and then it gives me Thursday's dinner, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that right there is going to help me stay on track with it. So set that time and literally put it in your calendar. I live by my Google Calendar, and I would highly suggest that you do too. Your calendar, you put it in there, you make it a special, a moment of time when you have to make this happen, make it a non-negotiable, and you'll stay on track with it. And then create a simple menu, right? Focus on easy, repeatable meals you and your family can enjoy. Most of my clients come to me, they've never meal prepped before. So I give them the same exact thing to eat every single day. Yes, it's boring, but you know what's more boring? Lying in a hospital bed because you've got some sort of health issue because you did not take care of your health. You know what's boring? Staring at a TV all day because you don't have no energy to get up and do something. You know what's boring? Watching your kids go off and enjoy and live their life and you can't keep up with them because you didn't take care of your health. So yes, sometimes eating the same thing every single day is boring, but sometimes you got to do the boring things consistently in order to see results. And then you can start throwing some variety in there. Number 3 for your step-by-step meal prep strategy is to grocery list essentials, right? Make a list of the proteins, veggies, carbs, and healthy fats you'll need. If you know exactly what proteins, what veggies, what carbs, what healthy fats you need in order to make your meals, it makes it so much easier to go into the grocery store and buy what you need. I go to the grocery store, I now know what aisle, everything I need, and I just go grab one. I mean, boom, 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 boom. Let's get the hell out of here. I don't got to get stuck staring at the chips. I don't get to get stuck staring at cookies. Nope. I know exactly what I'm going in there for. I get what I need for my specific, simple meal plan, right? And then I take it home, and then I'm ready for the week, right? And then prep in batches. Cook large portions of each items that you can mix and match throughout the week. So what I like to do, give you an example for yesterday. Yesterday, I made 3 meals for the week, right? Or my lunches, right? I got 3 lunches for the week. I got 3 breakfasts for the week. And then my dinners will be made from home because this week we have our kids, right? They go back and forth with their dad. So they're with us this week. And so since they're with us, I know that they're going to want to eat whatever they're going to eat. And I'm going to make them what they want to eat. And then I'm going to take the stuff that I have cooked in the fridge. I'm going to add that to whatever they're going to eat. And I'm going to make it balance out on my nutrition plan so that it makes it fair, right? And so that I get what I need out of it. They get what they need out of it. We can still eat as a family, right? But you got to make sure you prepare everything in batches. So I cooked a lot of turkey yesterday, ground turkey, large portions of ground turkey. I made my meals. And then I also have ground turkey set aside that I eat throughout the week. There we go. All right, let's talk about some time-saving hacks. Because at the end of the day, the biggest reason I hear people say that they can't meal prep is they don't have time. First and foremost, I want you, like, it's Monday, right? So most of you, actually, those of you that work with me that are on the screen right now, you better have meal prepped. But if you didn't, or those of you who have never meal prepped before or are not currently meal prepping, here's what I want you to do. Throughout this whole week, when it's time for you to make dinner for your family tonight and tomorrow and the next night, time yourself. See how long it takes you to make dinner each and every day of the week. Audit your time. Once you've audited your time, you're going to find out you're probably spending 4, 5, even 6 hours a week. I was going to say a week meal prepping and cooking for your family when you can spend 2 hours on a Saturday or a Sunday, even break it up Saturday and Sunday, and you can get your stuff done for most of the week. First time-saving hack is to multitask. Now, in most areas of our lives, we don't want to multitask, but when it comes to cooking, I suggest you multitask, right? We all have an oven, a stove, an air fryer, a rice cooker, all these different things, right? So if you use the oven, the stove, the air fryer, all at the same time to cook multiple items at once, you're going to save yourself time. What I love to do is I have certain things that I cook on the stovetop with the pan. I have certain things I throw in the air fryer / oven, and I have certain things like rice that I put in the rice cooker. And now I have 3 portions of my meal, right? I've got my meat on the pan, I've got my veggies in the air fryer, and I've got my rice cooking in the rice cooker, and it's all cooking at the same time, right? So then instead of me spending 20 minutes cooking the meat, 20 minutes cooking the rice, it's 20 minutes and all 3 things are done, and then I just have to assemble them. Pre-cut your veggies. This is a game changer right here, right? Either you can buy pre-cut veggies or you can prep them all at once for easy use throughout the week. So you buy a big bundle of, let's say, broccoli, right? Go in there, cut the stems up, chopping them up, whatever, wash them, do all your things. And maybe you like your food more fresh. So you set them aside and you make 2 or 3 meals. And then later on the week, you still have that broccoli ready to go. You're not opening a new bag, having to cut things up in the middle of the week. Use those kitchen gadgets. I know you all got them. You've all seen them on TV and said, I want that and I want that. Man, we got all kinds of gadgets at my house. And mostly it's my girlfriend. She loves the gadgets, but they're useful as well for me. So what do? We use them. The air fryer, the slow cooker, the Instant Pot. These are all your best friends. And they're going to save you time and make your meal prep easier. Yo, it's a game changer. It really is. Use all these little gadgets, all these things you got going. You can cook all your meals at once. Literally, I'll have meat cooking on the stove, rice cooking in the rice cooker, veggies in the air fryer. And then while all those things are cooking, because I don't have to stand over, only thing I got to mix up is the meat from time to time. I'm over on the center aisle of our kitchen and I'm making my overnight oats and I'm weighing out my oats and I'm putting my what you call it, Greek yogurt in there. Like I'm making my breakfast right there in the center aisle while my lunches and dinners are cooking as well. And then you can freeze them for later, right? So freeze the meals or ingredients you won't use immediately for quick access on busy nights. You can freeze that stuff. We eat frozen food all the time. Might as well have control of the frozen food you're eating instead of eating some crap. There we go. So now let's break down a sample meal prep menu. right? This sample meal prep menu right here is just a kind of a breakdown. Actually, those of you that work with me might have seen some of these meals in your meal plan at some point. It's super simple, and you're going to see that all of them contain carbohydrates, fats, and proteins to make sure you have what you need to properly move through your day. First off, when it comes to breakfast, overnight oats is a game changer. It is so easy to make jars full of overnight oats. I'll make like 4 or 5 of them, and all my breakfast for the week is ready to go. Monday through Friday, ready to go. Add some protein powder in there so you can increase your protein. Add some berries, add some chia seeds. That's going to give you your fats, help you feel real full. This week, I think my overnight oats, I got Greek yogurt in there. I like to add Greek yogurt because it makes it creamy. I've got a scoop of protein powder, and then I've got blueberries. Usually I go with strawberries, but this week I went with blueberries. I switched it up some. Figure out what works for you. Make them ahead of time. It literally takes like 10 minutes to make 5 jars of overnight oats. It's super simple. Egg muffins with spinach and turkey sausage. This one takes a little bit more work, but it's definitely doable, right? And it tastes good. You just have to be able to microwave them. I like the overnight oats because when I come back from the gym and it's time for me to eat, I just want to knock it back and get to work. Honestly, I eat most of my meals here at my gym anyways. When it comes to your lunch, grilled chicken with quinoa and roasted veggies, or ground turkey with brown rice and stir-fried veggies. Once again, your rice or your quinoa can be cooked separate, your veggies separate, your chicken separate. All of these can be cooked at the same time to make sure that you're on track with your meal prep. Dinners, baked salmon with sweet potatoes, steamed broccoli. You see how all these meals are being made? Like baked salmon, that one's getting made in the oven, right? Sweet potatoes is in the air fryer. Steamed broccoli is going to be in the rice cooker, right? That's simple. Turkey meatballs with zucchini noodles and marinara. Like, these are simple meals that can be made, okay? Snacks. Greek yogurt is a great snack. If you're not up on Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, those are like the greatest afternoon snacks or late night snacks, right? Greek yogurt with nuts and fruit, or cottage cheese with cucumber slices, keeping it super simple. Those are easy to meal prep. You don't have to do a lot to meal prep those. Honestly, I don't even meal prep those types of snacks. I have a big old tub of Greek yogurt or a big old tub of cottage cheese in my refrigerator. And when I feel like having a snack and I'm like, okay, looking at my numbers, I need a little bit more protein and I'm hungry and I want something sweet, I'll do some Greek yogurt. I'll throw some chocolate protein powder in there, or some sugar-free pudding mix in there, give a little extra flavor, put some monk fruit sweetener in there because it ain't got no calories. Bam! I got me a delicious snack and I don't have to eat ice cream. Come on. No lies. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All right. Still figuring this. I just made this slide for you guys, so I hope you guys enjoy it. And I'm gonna remake this training later on just because, yeah, some jerk kept calling me on WhatsApp. All right, so now keeping it fresh and fun. Now, when it comes to keeping it fresh and fun, my biggest suggestion here is you need to establish consistency and you need to establish that repetitive boringness first before you start switching things up. If you start to switch it up too soon, you're going to put yourself in a position where you are going to feel lost, you're going to feel confused. And this is where most people make the mistake when it comes to meal prepping, right? They say, oh, I don't want to eat the same thing every single day. So they want to eat something different you can't prep 6 different meals in a week. Like, that's a lot of work. You got to cook 6 different proteins. There ain't even 6 different proteins really you could cook, like 6 different veggies or 6 different combinations or different sauces. And it becomes too much. And before you know it, you say, screw it. But if you eat the same thing every single day, and your body loses weight, you know that works. You stick with it. If your body is changing because you're eating the same thing every single day, you might not be losing weight, but you're building more muscle. You're losing fat. Your clothes are fitting differently, right? This is working. Why would you change it? But there are times when you feel burnt out, right? So you want to switch it up. Rotate meal options every week or 2 to avoid burnout. Once again, I would honestly suggest 4 weeks to start off with a specific meal plan, and then adjusting along the way. Currently, those of you that are doing the 6-week challenge, you've got 3 meals Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You got 3 meals, or you got your meals on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday's your free day because I want you to learn how to use the app to track your food. Include the family. Yo, get your kids involved. Let them help. Put your kids to work. I'll be putting my kids to work all the time. Like, yo, go do this. Help me out with this. They, in fact, like to help me. When they see me meal prepping and stuff, like, Paul, what can I help with? Right? Can you do this for me? Yeah, I got you. Like, we're not only are we like utilizing them for like work, right? Because I need some help with everything I can do, right? But let's be real here. We're teaching healthy habits to our kids. At the end of the day, we want to spread this healthy habit that we're creating for ourselves to our kids as well. By being able to let our kids see us prepping our food, eating healthy, going to the gym, working out, like we show our kids these things, That's going to rub off on them. Let me talk about my client, Jaleesa, real quick. Jaleesa has lost 45 pounds with me, right? And it's taken her a year to do it, but it's 45 pounds of body fat, right? I want you to understand, she's lost 45 pounds of body fat, not muscle mass, not weight, not water. We're talking about 45 pounds of body fat. But here's the best thing about it. Jaleesa showed me a picture one day. She said, Coach Paul, look at this picture of me and my daughter. This is before I started working with you. This is me just last week on a vacation with my family of me and my daughter. Jaleesa looked amazing. Her entire body had changed, but so did her daughters. Now, we don't have her daughter on a meal plan. Her daughter doesn't work out with us. Her daughter doesn't do the at-home workouts, doesn't go with walks on her. All her daughter is doing is living in a household with a mom that has changed her habits. All that daughter has done to lose weight is eat the food that her mom cooks, right? So getting your kids involved will not only save and change your life, but it'll save and change their lives as well. Now, flavor is a key. Use different seasoning, sauces, and marinades to keep your meals exciting. But here's the thing I want you to understand. Be cautious on what sauces or marinades you use. There's a lot out there that are very high in calories, so you have a couple options. One, buy the low-fat or low-calorie option. Two, make your own. I've done plenty of videos on this, and I can make more videos showing you guys how to make different things. Or just stick with seasonings. I've got 2 seasonings that I pretty much put on everything. I get them from Trader Joe's. One is a citrusy garlic powder, and the other one is a chili lime powder. I got them from Trader Joe's. They are on all my meals. Every meal I make, I put them in there. My girlfriend is like, babe, are you putting it on this again? I'll have to actually cook the meat, put it separate for her, get my issue, and flavor it up the way I want to flavor it because she's not a fan of those flavors. But for me, I love them, and I can eat it over and over. So once again, why fix what isn't broken? Walden Farms, here's a hack for you. It's called Walden Farms. Walden Farms makes 0-calorie sauces. 0 calorie. Now, keep in mind, some of them taste really good and some of them taste like shit. So you have to figure out what you like and what works best for you. But at the end of the day, 0 calories is 0 calories, and figuring out what makes sense for you is important. And then prep with your goals in mind. Keep the goals in mind. Like, tailor your meals to support your results, whether it's fat loss, muscle building, or overall health. Because we all are in a different place in our journey. Some of you that are working with me, you're like, I want to lose 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds. Cool. Then we need to be a little bit more specific on what we're eating. Some of you have lost weight already, and your body just won't let you lose weight anymore. And we're focusing more on body recomposition, where we're getting rid of fat and building muscle, right? Then those meals will look different as well. The goal is to make sure that you're tailoring your meals around what your goals are. And that right there is going to help you see the best results possible. All right, so let's talk about overcoming some common challenges, right? You guys like this picture right here? If anyone else can relate to this lady right here, anyone? I know you can, right? Because I feel that way myself, right? I've got 10 different things going all the time. We're juggling, we got all these arms, everything going everywhere, right? I get it. Overcoming some common challenges. Number 1 is not enough time. How often have you said you don't have enough time to meal prep, to exercise, to do any of these things that are actually necessary in order for us to live healthier lives? If you set aside 1 to 2 hours a week, meal prep can be quick when you batch cook and you multitask, just like we talked about in this training, and you set that 1 to 2 hours per week, you will see significant changes. You will also find yourself with more time. It's seriously like, I work long hours, okay? I get home, there's times where my girlfriend works long hours, I work long hours. We literally, like, in passing, like, she's barely getting home with the kids from school. I'm barely getting off of work. Right? I get home, hey babe, I love you, kiss her on the, give her a kiss, and then she leaves to go off to karate because we alternate, like tonight is her night to go to karate. So when I get home tonight, after teaching my 6 p.m. class, we're literally like, hey babe, hope you had a great day. Quick kiss, she goes, I'm in there, what's up boys, what's going on? Let's get dinner going, right? Have you guys got homework? We get the homework going. Because we have stuff already prepped at the house right now, I know I can get home tonight and prioritize getting their homework done, getting their shower time done, checking in with my stepsons and seeing how they're doing because I haven't seen them all weekend, right? And just spending time with them. I don't have to spend an hour or 2 hours cooking them food, right? I get to spend time with them and help them with the homework and be a parental figure for them. And that's because I spent my free time on the weekend instead of like watching Netflix or watching football or wasting my time doing stuff that I don't find is a priority. I spent my time this weekend prepping food for the week so that my family's properly taken care of, so that all of us are staying on track with our goals. And so I got free time, more time with them. Right? So I promise you, if you prep on the weekends, you will have more time for the things you enjoy during the week. Boredom with food. Some of you on the screen right now, we've gone back and forth about this, right? So sometimes you do got to add new recipes into your rotation every couple of weeks, right? Once again, I'm a firm believer that until we're seeing significant results in certain areas, we don't want to create too much variety. But once again, once you get too bored, we can switch things up. You know, sometimes just switching it up doesn't mean you change the entire meal plan. It just means you change certain things about the meal plan, right? Maybe because I know for a fact what works and what doesn't work based upon specific goals, right? But we might say, okay, we're going to switch, you might not like asparagus, so I'm going to switch it out and put some broccoli in there, right? We might throw some peas in there. We might switch that up, but the goal and the numbers and what we're weighing out look pretty similar, so it doesn't make too much of a change on what we're looking for. Now, let's talk about too many temptations, because this is a big one, right? A lot of the moms that I work with, they have trouble with snacking. And I'm going to tell you what, I got trouble with snacking too. Seriously, like, man, my kids' snacks are not safe on certain days. If I had a long day and I'm stressed out, like I'll be making their snack bags for school, and I'm like, nibble a little bit for myself. It's human nature, right? Like, give them a little bit for me. You know, we call that, my girlfriend calls it mom tax. The kids call it Paul tax because, they call me Paul. Anyways, so prepping healthy snacks will help you avoid reaching for junk when you're hungry, right? If you prepare healthy snacks for yourself and you have an idea of what these healthy snacks look like, and also you've tested these healthy snacks out in your life and you know that they play a significant role. Like for me, rice cakes are great. I love rice cakes. They're super simple, right? They have different flavors. You got to find the right ones though. But the rice cakes I have at the house right now, they're only 40 calories. Yo, white cheddar rice cake for 40 calories, or I'll take the plain one, which is 35 calories, and I'll put half a tablespoon of peanut butter, just half a tablespoon. So, it was that 45 calories. That's 85 calories on that little snack. Tastes hella good compared to a candy bar. That's 250 calories, sometimes even more. Yo, little Reese's cups are like almost 400 calories for 2 cups. Like, that's ridiculous. I can take a whole rice cake and put some peanut butter on it and get my peanut butter fix, get my salt fix from the rice cake, and get a little crunchy snack. And it's only like 80, 90 calories. Like, finding those healthy snacks is going to be a game changer for you. All right. All right. So here's some final tips for you. And I see there's a question in the chat. Well, I will answer any questions at the end of this call. I got you guys. So final tips for success: start small. So just begin by prepping just a few meals a week, then build up as you get more comfortable. Okay, so maybe you're not in a place yet where you can prep a lot of meals. You don't know how to do it. It's a little frustrating. It's confusing. That's cool. So on Sunday, make your lunch for the week and then see how they go. And guess what? You showed up to work with a meal prep lunch, and you ate something healthy for lunch. And then at night, you ransacked the fridge and did whatever you had to do. But I guarantee if you ate that healthy lunch, you didn't go out for tacos with your coworkers. You didn't order DoorDash with your coworkers. You didn't slide over to Starbucks and eat some crap at Starbucks plus a high calorie drink. Like, you made a smart choice throughout the week. And then the next week, you're like, oh, maybe the scale's gone down some. That's a motivating factor right there because you made a healthy choice. Number 2, stay consistent, right? The more you meal prep, the easier and faster it becomes. It can be tedious, but guess what? I've been doing this for so long that it's nothing to me no more. Like, I just know how to do it. The longest part of me meal prepping is when I make y'all videos of me meal prepping. That takes the longest. The only thing that makes my meal prep take long is if I record a video. Yo, I got this video that I'm working on for you guys that I made about 2 weeks ago, and I have not yet been able to edit it yet because there's so much going into it. But I literally started a timer for 1 hour, and I prepped for an entire week in 1 hour. And I was rushing, and I was like, oh, the clock's ticking, the clock. And then I was recording it at the same time. Like, it was crazy. Like, if I hadn't been recording it, I probably could have got those meals done in like 40 minutes. The longest part is the time it takes for things to cook, right? So I'll drop that video in the very near future, but it's possible, right? If you stay consistent, just like going to the gym, every rep counts. Okay. Every time you prep, you get a little bit better. You figure out what doesn't work. You might make some stuff that you're like, oh my gosh, this is crap. Why did I make this? This is horrible. Cool. Next time you don't make that, you make something different. And then focus on your progress, right? Every small step you take is moving you closer to your goals. Don't be an extremist. Don't be like, oh, today I'm going to start meal prepping and I'm going to meal prep every single meal for the next 7 weeks and I'm going to lose 100 pounds. Like, no, be like, look, I'm going to see what I can do. I got some free time on a Sunday afternoon. Let me get as many meals as I can done and see what happens. And then you slowly make progress over time and you focus on that progress and you see that there's progress being made and you start to learn as you go and you get better at it. All right. So 3 key things you're going to get, right? You're going to unlock that potential with meal prep. Get this out the way. This is kind of annoying. All right. So unlock your potential with meal prep. Number 1, less stress. The more time, you'll have more time for yourself and your family. I promise you. Look, if you meal prep, if you start meal prepping today, right? You're like, I get off this call and like, yo, Coach Paul, thank you so much. And you go start meal prepping and you really start meal prepping and you start creating those habits. I promise you, you're going to have less stress. In 30 days of meal prepping, if you don't have less stress, you don't have more time with your family, if you haven't seen results in your health and fitness journey, let me know. I'll give you $50 to go buy a pizza. Straight up, right? Because I know it works, right? Number 2, better health. Like, you were going to fuel your body with nutritious meals, right? Unless you're meal prepping a bunch of crap, right? Anything you meal prep and you make at home is going to be better than whatever you're buying from whatever store, whatever fast food joint, whatever DoorDash you got going on, whatever friend's house you're going to dinner for. Like, none of them really are focused on your health. You're in control of your health. And if you meal prep and set yourself up for success, you're going to fuel your body with nutritious meals. And number 3, you're going to get real results. You're going to see positive impact on your energy and your well-being, and you're going to see that scale go down. Or those moments when the scale's not going down, because sometimes that does happen, guess what? You're going to see your entire body changing, okay? I've had moments where like the scale didn't move for 4 or 5 weeks. I'll still get my cardio, still do my steps, still do my workout, still prepping my food, everything on point. Maybe once in a blue moon, I might eat a little pizza because I'm a human being and I'm not perfect. But guess what? The scale didn't go down, but the body was changing. Like, I could see the pictures like, holy shit, I didn't even know I had that much fat to lose. Check it out. Your body will change if you do the work. You'll see real results. You'll have less stress. You'll have better health. You'll see real results. All right. That being said, most of you guys already follow me on Instagram, but if you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me. Send me any questions you have, right? You want additional guidance on your meal prep journey, be sure to follow me on Instagram. Right now, for those of you that are not one of my clients, I am working on getting a custom macro calculator made. It's work in progress, but I'm working with some guys to help make this happen. So I have a macro calculator to share with people. I am here to provide personalized tips. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know I give a lot of value and I will continue to give value. I will answer your questions to help you stay motivated and on track. Just reach out. I'm happy to chat, support you as you work towards your goals, and also use your questions to create more content and help more people. All right, so I'm going to stop the share now. I hope you guys all found that valuable right there. Everyone that's on the screen, I see that we had some questions here. Let's see. No, you guys are just making comments. Hey, if you have a question, at the very bottom of the screen, you're going to see it says reactions. Click on that reactions tab, raise your hand, and it will answer any questions you might have. I know y'all got some questions, so don't play like you don't. Hey, if you're right here on Instagram Live and you have a question as well, type it in the comment box. I'll answer your question also. I know you all have questions. Because if you didn't have questions, you wouldn't be here right now. Angie got a hat on. That's cool. I like your hat, Angie.
I don't know how I did that.
Really? Nobody has any questions?
Okay, here goes one, coach. So I want to make cauliflower, right? The florent. But I make it, and in my culture, we make it like we beat eggs, like egg whites, and we make a little batter with egg whites, and then we dip it in, and then we fry them and put them in tomato sauce. If I was to use like coconut oil or avocado oil to do that, would that be a healthier option?
It would be a healthier option, yes. But let's be real here, right? Do we want, I mean, that's like culture aside, frying food for any culture, it doesn't matter. It's not the healthiest option, right? And I would not suggest, I would suggest you just not make it, right?
Okay.
If you have to make it, you got an air fryer, you could air fry it, right? That would be my suggestion, because on an air fryer, you don't need any oil. You know, you'd be surprised how like that, like a little tiny bit of oil, even coconut or avocado oil, is still a couple hundred calories. you know? And people think because you cook with it, it goes somewhere. No, it just saturates into the food you eat, right? So if you think about it, you're going to cook this and you're going to put in this cauliflower, you're probably going to do a couple of rounds of it, right? And then you're going to take that cauliflower, you're going to take something that's super healthy, you're going to add a couple extra 100 calories to it, right? Like, I wouldn't suggest it, honestly. Like, that's just being straight up. Like, the goal is, if your goal is to lose weight and eat healthier, you got to make healthier choices. You know, you could take cauliflower, right, and put it in the egg. In fact, if you're dipping it in egg whites, you don't even need oil. You shouldn't even need oil to cook it. If you're dipping it in egg whites cook on the stovetop anyways, without oil. So just because you want it fried, you know, doesn't change the flavor. Makes it a little more crispier, and the taste buds like it better. But you know, like at the end of the day, that's where like I was talking about earlier in this training. Like, what are your goals? You know, what are your goals, and is that going to get you closer to your goals? Because if it's not going to get you closer to your goals, then you get to make a choice. You get to make a decision. You know, I always tell people, get to where you want to be and then start playing around with this extra stuff. You know, if you got 20, 30, 40 pounds to lose, let's lose at least 20 and then go enjoy some fried food, you know, or let's be 100% on point all week long. And then on Sunday, you can go get some tacos real quick, right? And that little bit of tacos, you know, those couple tacos ain't going to throw your goals off, right? But if we're starting off the week fresh with this, you know, and we just create this habit of eating these unhealthy foods, what ends up happening is it just becomes normal for us to do. And that's what we don't want to do. That was a good question, though. Anybody else? Anybody else? And you guys can let me off the hook early, huh? Easy and early, and go take a nap real quick. Come on, Jeannie. I see you're unmuted, Jeannie. You got to ask a question now.
I didn't know I was unmuted.
Yeah, I think that was
You
you.
guys could hear me eating my oatmeal and chia seeds.
I was wondering what I was who's over there
I'm
eating?
so sorry. I didn't realize I wasn't on mute. I'm so sorry.
Nah, you're good.
I was making some oatmeal prior to, well, while you were talking. You keep mentioning overnight oats, and prep wise for me, making regular oatmeal is quick, and I like my stuff hot. Any concerns with that, or any pros or cons?
So I would say if you have the time to do it, sure. Right.
Yeah.
What I find is the days that I make hot oatmeal, it takes about, what is it, 3 to 5 minutes. The oats got to sit in the water to cook, right? And then it's got to cool down. So that's another 3 to 5 minutes. And then I got to eat hot oatmeal, right? So now it's like a 15-minute, 20-minute process, as opposed to I pulled the jar out my refrigerator and I just eat, like literally, like if I'm on the go, this is why I like the overnight oats. They're great for on the go, you know?
Yeah.
I'm an on the go type of person. Like literally, you see, hold on, let me see. Right, there we go. You see all those meals in there, right? There's no pizza in there, I promise, right? Those are meals,
like
right?
eating cold pizza.
I've got the refrigerator right here with meals. You know, I've got my meals ready to go for me. I've got a smoothie in there for me to drink for my breakfast. You know, like I'm here at my gym for most of the day anyways, so being able to take stuff with me makes the most sense. But on the days that I'm home helping get the kids ready for school, you know, same thing. Like I'm more focused on getting them their breakfast. So I don't got time to go cook my own stuff. I want to get them ready to go. So I got to get them dressed. We got a 5 and or 7 and a 9-year-old, right? And they don't make it easy on me in the morning. So I got to get them dressed. I got to get them fed. So while they're doing all that, you know, I'm just sitting there eating I'll take like a couple bites of my food, set it down, go get your socks on. Boom, get the socks on. All right, get a couple more bites. All right, come down here. Your breakfast is on the counter, you know, and just get them going like that. So there's no like huge pros and cons. It's more of a time saver, right?
Yeah.
Or time saving. It's more about prepping, right? Because you can't prep 6 days of hot oats. Like it's not possible, right?
I know. And I travel a lot. So, okay. I was just wondering if there was like a pros and cons other than time besides, you know, on overnight oats versus regular. Cool.
The other thing too is I like to add more protein into my oats, such as Greek yogurt and protein powder. And adding Greek yogurt into hot oats doesn't sound very tasty to me. Oh yeah, that's a good one right there. That's a good one right there. The isopure.
I forgot to add some. Let me do that now.
Yeah. That's a great question, though. I like that one. Thank you. Come on, Francis.
I think right now for me, it's more the like now having to go and find out what do I meal. Like I know you gave like a couple examples, but like for me it would be meal prepping for me, my husband, and probably my daughter. And we're also at different, whereas me and my husband would be trying to lose weight, my daughter's trying to gain weight. Because she's been going to the gym with my son also. So we're all, like you said, at different levels. So trying to now figure out what I can make for all of us.
So your daughter's trying to gain weight or she's trying to gain muscle?
She's kind of both. She's she's actually pretty much like, she got like a little bit of cut already, but she's really small, like 80 pounds. So she's trying to gain probably more muscle.
Yeah, absolutely. Nobody wants to gain fat, right?
Right.
So that being said, right, if her goal is to gain muscle, her goal is to gain weight, right? But we want to do it in the most healthiest way possible, which is gaining muscle. So in order to do that, she needs more protein, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your goal is to lose weight. Guess what the secret to losing weight when it comes to nutrition is? More protein. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? It's just about the calories, right? So your goal is more protein, but less calories. Her goal is more protein, but more calories, right? So you can make the same meals, okay? Make the same meals for all of you guys. She just eats a little bit more, right? Or a little bit more carbs for her, right? Because a lot of times when we're trying to gain muscle mass, we need to increase our protein and our carbs. If we're trying to burn fat and build muscle at the same time, then we want to lower our carbs or even do a carb cycle. You know, for you, once again, like you're just getting started on your journey again. Okay. So because you're just getting started on your journey again, like any changes, because you and I have talked about your eating habits, right? So any changes you make, but as far as cutting out, eating out, you know, things like that is going to make a significant change. And then you add some meal prep into there and it's going to make a huge change, you know? And so like, for example, what I'll do in my household is we have a rice cooker. Okay. And my girlfriend's, she's Chinese and Filipino, right? So she loves rice, right? It's in her heritage, right? And so her and the kids will eat a lot of rice, you know? I'm good with rice too. I got rice in my meal preps right now. I just limit how much I eat of it, right? Because I have a balance between my protein and my carbs, right? And so there's nothing wrong with carbs. I just have a certain balance that works well for my body and for my specific goals. So yesterday I meal prepped for the week, right? And I made a pot of rice, okay? And then I made my meals out of it and there's still rice in that pot. So today when the kids get home from school, I know that they're going to want we have some frozen fish sticks that they really like, right? And so I'm going to put those in the air fryer. And while those are in the air fryer cooking, I'm going to get out that pot of rice and I'm going to fill their bowls with some rice and I'm going to put that in the microwave and warm it up for them. By the time the fish sticks are done, they're going to get fish sticks and rice and probably a veggie. I think we have edamame. They love edamame. So we got frozen edamame. We just run hot water to it and they just eat the edamame and we're good to go. I chop them up an apple because we make them eat fruit after every meal before they get the dessert. And then they get a dessert out of the refrigerator as long as they're listening, you know? But you see how I made rice for the whole household. I use what I need and there's still rice for them. They're probably eating more rice than I am right now because they're kids and they're growing boys, you know? So you can make the same foods, just give your daughter a little bit more of the carbohydrates and proteins, and you're just more veggie, protein, and moderate carbohydrates.
Okay. Makes sense.
Who else? Brittany, ask a question. Come on, Brittany. You sleeping? You sleeping on the job?
No, I'm actually putting groceries away while you talk.
Nice. What'd you get us?
Well, a bunch of frozen veggies and chicken and ground beef. I think my question is so typically by the end of the day, I'm full. And so the Greek yogurt mixed with the protein powder and the strawberries, I moved up to eating in the afternoon because this usually after lunch, I want something sweet and normally.
Oh no, we're losing you, Brittany. This was going to be such a good question too. Come on, Brittany, come back to us. You're cutting out, Brittany. Oh, Brittany left. Bye, Brittany. Hopefully she comes back. All right, Zilla. Who's Zilla? Zilla, show yourself. Let's talk. Come on, Zilla. Now I want to know who Zilla is. All right, let's see if Brittany comes back. Yo, I'm really here to answer any of your questions. If you guys got anything, let me know, please. I want to just support you guys and help you guys. Everardo, I know you got some questions, brother. Brittany, where'd you go? You left us.
I did because y'all, I lost y'all. Part of my house sucks with Wi-Fi. Okay, so my question was, does it matter on my meal plan when I eat the things, or as long as I'm just getting it all in?
As long as you're getting it all in, it's okay, right?
Okay.
But what we would want to focus on is making sure that you're prioritizing your protein throughout the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you consistently have that protein for muscle recovery.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why, and this is something you can keep in mind, and maybe even split the Greek yogurt with the protein in half. The reason why I have you eating it later on in the evening is because at night is when we go to sleep, is when our body goes into recovery mode. All right. And so
Okay.
having more protein in our system at the end of the day is going to be the most beneficial, because then we go to
Okay.
bed and our body starts to recover, and it uses the protein that we just ate. It starts to digest it and distribute it throughout our bodies. Right.
Okay.
So eating a higher protein later on in the evening makes the most sense.
Okay, so what I'm normally doing, because my first meal, nothing in it is breakfast related, so I eat it at like 10. And then I typically go to the gym, and then I eat my lunch right after the gym, and then I usually do the Greek yogurt then, about an hour or so after that. And then I have dinner around dinner time. But if I need to split the Greek yogurt into like 2 servings or 2 different eating times, but same serving, then I can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you're eating your dinner later at night too, that's okay as well.
Okay.
What we
Okay.
don't want to do is eat, dinner at 6 o'clock at night and then not eat nothing all the way until we're up at 10 o'clock at night, put the kids to bed, and next thing you know, we're in the pantry eating their snacks.
Yeah.
Guilty,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Same.
I'm a human being too, right? I'm guilty of that myself at times. So, but if we know, like, if I know, like, okay, although I want to go eat these kids' snacks, I'm not going to eat their snacks because I still have room in my meal plan for Greek yogurt and protein, which chocolate protein with Greek yogurt. I actually like to throw PB Fit in mine, so it tastes like chocolate peanut butter, and I mix that up and I eat that before bed, and it tastes hella good, and it's like 70, 80 grams of protein before I go to bed, and I know I'm going to go to bed and it's going to feed my muscles. Then that sounds way better than eating a handful of goldfish.
Yeah.
A useless.
Okay.
That goldfish is not. It's going to taste good for a moment, but it ain't going to benefit my goals.
Okay. Thanks.
Absolutely. Anybody else? Come on. I'm here to serve.
I got a quick one, Coach.
Yes, let's go.
Regarding your food prep conversation on sauces, right? Or, whatever you use to mix with your protein, such as taco seasoning. I have to try that citrus one that you mentioned. They didn't have any at my Trader Joe's last time I checked. Taco seasoning. You mentioned high fat or try to get the low fat stuff. How about sodium?
Yeah, so I guess that is really dependent on. So for you, because you play so much pickleball, you probably don't have to worry too much about sodium, right? Because you get a lot of movement and you sweat a lot, right? And so sodium, like it's one of those it depends types of answers, right?
Okay.
Sodium is bad for you if you have issues with your heart already, right? Or if you already have high blood pressure, right? If you're struggling with these areas that sodium affects. For an individual that is incredibly active and exercises a lot and sweats a lot, you need sodium. In fact, when I was prepping for the bodybuilding show, because I was in such a low calorie deficit and I was doing so many steps and doing so much cardio, and I was like sweating all day, even though this is a gallon, I drink like 1.5, sometimes 2 of these a day. Like I knock these back, like when I used to drink alcohol, like I just knock these things back, but I would still cramp up, and it's because I didn't have enough sodium in my system, right? And so I would actually literally take salt tablets before bed so that I wouldn't wake up in the morning or in the middle of the night with cramps, because my calves would cramp up in the middle of the night from walking a stair climber for 60 minutes every day. And so what I found is that my body was just distributing too much sodium from the sweat, so I wouldn't be super concerned about it, but I do prefer in my household, we get the low sodium one, right? Just because like more for the kids,
Yeah.
because they're somewhat active, but they're not like active like I'm active, like they're not like going hard like I go. So yeah, so that's the answer I'd give you there.
Cool. Thanks, Coach.
That's a great question though. Anybody else? Anybody? Going once, going twice. Sold to the lady with the hat on. All right, I think that's about it for today. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. You guys are all absolutely amazing. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Peace.